one of my friends whispered to me, "Heather, what have you done?" I shrugged my shoulders and frowned as I listened closely for more information and waited to see what was going on or not going on at the door, unless Dad called for me, and I suddenly felt the blood drain from my face when the thought of not attending the castle could have caused this visit, and my dad would not be very happy with me. That might be the case.
"We were led to believe you have 3 daughters, sir,"
the booming voice said informatively, as his voice echoed down the hallway, and to us waiting in the lounge room.
"That's correct,"
Dad answered positively.
"Our records show that only Sheila and Sylvia have attended the castle in the time frame, as ordered by the king. We are here to take Heather to the castle, as she has failed to arrive on time, and the king does not appreciate tardiness,"
the booming voice completed in one long breath.
"Are you doing this to all the girls who have not yet arrived at the castle?"
Dad asked defensively.
"Yes. However, only your daughter seems to have ignored the order. In this pack, we have yet to start on the next one."
The voice echoed down the hall, telling everyone in the room that I had disobeyed the king's order. Dad came to me in the lounge room and growled at me. Something about how I had embarrassed the family and to go with these men and do my duty as ordered. I was led out of the lounge room and down the hallway by my angry father to the 6 very tall, very strong, very angry-looking men, whose job it was to cart me unceremoniously back to the castle and meet the princes.
Another long day of meeting and being polite to another load of women I have no interest in. It is so boring. I had heard the order Dad had given, that every unmated she-wolf would be paraded through the castle, like a beauty pageant, and with each girl that arrives my mother's hopes rose, that one would be a mate for at least one of her sons, and take another off the market and out of the spotlight of our nightlife and the wrong type of public notice. The public seemed to thrive on knowing which woman I had taken out that night, and if they had gone home with me, or I had taken them to a hotel, regardless of what people thought. I had not bedded as many as the reporters had made out, and some girls had lied just to get the notoriety. I had never corrected the reports, and that is why we are now stuck with this constant parade of women. If I had stopped the false reports years ago, maybe I would not be in this situation. It made me sick at how some of the women dressed up. If I was going out on a date or taking them to bed, maybe I could have accepted the long gowns or even the over-made-up faces with too much perfume, but this almost made me gag. I had liked the woman I had been with in the past, for the simple reason I had picked them out, as they did not look like a call girl or trying to smother me with their strong perfume. The girls smelt of desperation and need. I don't think I could smell many that were still virtuous, and considering how many women have passed through our doors, that is a sad reflection of today's acceptance, that we do not wait for our mates anymore. All of us have had our share of dating or bedding women and have actually shared the same woman, though that does not happen often. It was embarrassing when a she-wolf walked in and it was the one I had been out with already, and I had pretended not to know her and politely greeted her. Mum realized a couple of times that I knew a she-wolf, but having taken a girl out does not mean I had bedded her. I have said this before, and I will say it again. I have not had that many women. My playboy image is overrated. Though I won't tell my mother that. Got to keep up appearances, even if they are false. Some of the she-wolves were actually quite nice. We talked and walked along the gardens, to Mother's delight, and then her eyes dimmed as she realized they were not my mate. Michael liked the twins. Now, what were their names?